Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news from today's newspaper front page Dawn. Nawaz's passport to be cancelled on February 16, Minister. Sun says the former premier is legally represented in UK and will consult lawyers regarding next steps. By Iftikhar A. Khan. Islamabad in a clear indication that the government is in no mood to renew the diplomatic passport of Nawaz Sharif that is close to expiry date. Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmad on Wednesday said the former Prime Minister's passport will be cancelled on February 16 next year. He was talking to reporters during his second visit to the Capital Development Authority. The minister, who has been saying for many days that he is yet to check when Mr. Sharif's passport is set to expire, was asked who was next in line after the arrest of PMLN, Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, parliamentary leader in the National Assembly for the Asif. He replied that it was not something known, but said, let me give you a piece of news. We will cancel Nawaz Sharif's passport on February 16. Though the minister did not give any detail, a senior official of the Interior Ministry told Dawn that February 16 was in fact the expiry date of Nawaz Sharif's diplomatic passport. He said a red passport bearing number BB5128363 with 5-year validity had been issued to the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz PMLN Supreme Leader on February 18, 2016. He said this was the only valid travel document held by Mr. Sharif, and its expiry on February 16, 2021 would render him stateless. Under the rules, the former presidents, prime ministers, Senate chairmen, speakers of the National Assembly, chief justices, governors, chief ministers, ministers and ministers of state, special assistants to the prime minister, and attorneys general are entitled to hold diplomatic passports. But the official said Mr. Sharif's case was different because he was an absconder. Meanwhile, speaking to Dawn in London about development, Hossein Nawaz, son of a former prime minister, said, this is not at all shocking. He had no hope of any goodwill from them, the government. The way they arrested Khwaja Asif and their continued custody of Shabazz Sharif and Hamza Shabazz is evidence of their intentions. He said Sharif was legally represented in the United Kingdom and would consult his lawyers regarding the next steps. Nawaz Sharif has been living in London since November last year after he was allowed to leave the country for medical treatment. Earlier this month, the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz (PMLN) Supremo was declared a proclaimed offender in two cases, Avonfield Properties and Al Azizia, by Islamabad High Court after he failed to appear before the court. The same day, advisor to the Prime Minister on Accountability and Interior, Mirza Shahzad Akbar, had said the United Kingdom UK authorities had been asked to deport the convicted former prime minister from their country. He said Pakistan had written a letter to the United Kingdom asking it to cancel the visa of Nawaz Sharif, which was issued for medical treatment after taking an undertaking. Prime Minister Imran Khan had in October said he would conduct British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He would contact British Prime Minister Boris Johnson if needed to discuss Mr. Sharif's deportation. In Nawaz Sharif's case, the government is hoping to pursue the United Kingdom UK authorities to bring about a forced removal, sometimes called administrative removal, a scenario in which the Home Office enforces individuals' removal from the United Kingdom UK if they don't have leave to remain stay. A legal expert familiar with the British law said the United Kingdom's UK had a policy on stateless individuals who were normally allowed to continue to stay in the country. He said in a case involving a high profile political personality like Nawaz Sharif, there were bright chances of his stay being extended. The expert said one could apply to stay in the UK as a stateless person if she was not recognized as a citizen of any country, was unable to live permanently in any other country, and was currently in Britain. He said that those who could not return to another country because of fear of persecution there were required to claim asylum first. In the Islamabad High Court, IHC bench had on September 15 issued non-bailable arrest warrants for Nawaz Sharif after he failed to appear before the court during the hearing of his appeals against conviction in Al Azizia and Evanfield cases. The bench later started the process of declaring the PML, Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz PMLN, supreme leader, an absconder and ordered the authorities concerned to publish advertisements or proclamations in London based newspapers summoning Mr. Nawaz Sharif on November 24. The Islamabad High Court had remarked that if Nawaz Sharif did not appear before it within 30 days after the publication of advertisements, he would be declared an absconder. The court had also ordered the authorities to paste the notice outside his London and Lahore residences. Atika Rahman also contributed to this story from London. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, kindly subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for sparing your time. Have a nice time. Goodbye.